Hello and welcome to Stack to the Future, Week 17, the bonus game. The only game of the three real teams going up against each other that has any meaning. And the only reason this one has meaning is the 49ers. The Raiders are completely out of it. The 49ers can win and hope for a bare victory over the Cardinals, and then the 49ers would win the NFL Western Division. Now I went and did something. I went through Pro Football Reference, looking at the actual 49er starters, and I made the adjustments accordingly. So, if the 49ers are going to win this, they're going to win this based on their own real-life starters, which means future Hall of Famer Jimmy Johnson is out as a starter. He's the third down, or he'll be the nickelback instead, and Jerry Mertens is in. So we are set to go. Meanwhile, I know a lot of people are watching the Colts and Titans game, where it's Week 17 in the real-life NFL as well, and it's a winner-take-all situation. I'm going early because I want to be able to watch the end of the Colts and Titans game. We have an injury right off the bat on the kick return. Later tonight, Brian Feltz will be bringing a bonus game that doesn't have any playoff meaning. The Redskins and Vikings. We haven't seen the Redskins in bonus material this year. Only George Fleming is injured. Clem Daniels is the replacement. Fleming is also the kicker, but I can't fix that, so we'll have to deal with it. Tom Flores fakes the handoff. He's going to scramble, and he's going to be sacked by Charlie Kruger down at the 25-yard line. So right off the bat, the 49ers, Charlie Kruger trying to make sure they get into the playoffs. Again, for the 49ers to win this, or to get in the playoffs, they need to win this game and then hope the Chicago Bears can knock off the St. Louis Cardinals. Oh, breaking news. Todd Bowles has been fired. He joins Dirk Cutter on the unemployment line. And the fourth coach this year to be let go is Cleveland and Green Bay. Earlier in the season, they fired their coaches. Daniels takes a carry. He's going to pick up 6 yards on the carry. It'll be 3rd and 13. The 49ers in 1961. Coached by Red Hickey with 7-6-1, so they've already matched their win total. Pass to the sideline to Yankee. Didn't see the number. I don't know. The Raiders will punt. The Raiders, coached by Eddie Erdelatz and Marty Feldman, went a combined 2-12. Feldman would be the coach now. Crow gets the punt off. It's going to go into the end zone, where John Brody will take over. Blaine Gabbert is getting the... Wait a minute. What's going on? Blaine Gabbert's playing for the Titans? What happened to Mariota? That doesn't bode well for the Titans, down 14-0. Monty Stickles goes in motion. Brody fakes the handoff. He's going to throw to Stickles on the run. And Stickles is going to get over the 25. It'll be 2nd down. There's a look at the 49ers starting off with the line. Thomas, Bosley, Morris, Connolly, and St. Clair. J.D. Smith and Don McElhenney, the runners. Monty Stickles, tight end. Aaron Thomas and R.C. Owens are your receivers. Brody back to pass. Fakes the handoff. He's going to scramble around in a circle and throw on the run. It's caught by Aaron Thomas. Thomas breaks one tackle. He's into Raider territory. And Brody started out 2 for 2. 32-yard pass from John Brody to Aaron Thomas. It would be first down and 10 at the Raider 44. Brody back to pass. He's looking. Scrambles to his left. He's going to take off running. He's got the first down and a flag down. It might be a late hit on the Raiders. Yes. Personal foul on the Raiders. That'll move the 49ers down even further as Charlie Powell is called for the late hit. Just an update for my channel. Tomorrow night is New Year's Eve. There won't be a broadcast, but then Tuesday night on the 1st of January, Brody hands off to Smith. As soon as the Bulldogs game is over, I'll be going with the Baltimore Colts and the Philadelphia Eagles. That's the Georgia Bulldogs bowl game, which is the late one. Bob Voigt, Gary Finneran, Charlie Powell, and Volney Peters, the Raiders defensive line. Tom Louderback, Riley Morris, and Bob Doherty, linebackers. The corners are Jim Jones, Fred Williamson, the Hammer, Alex Bravo, and Mike, I missed the other safety. Second and 5 from the 13-yard line. Brody hands it off to J.D. Smith. J.D. Smith makes a move. He's going to get a couple yards down to the 11. Here's a look at Red Hickey, the 49er head coach who invented the shotgun. Of course, looks an awful lot like Kyle Shanahan. Brody strolls up the line of scrimmage. He drops back. He's looking. Throwing over the middle. Incomplete. It'll bring up a 4th down. And Tommy Davis will have to settle for a field goal. Then on Wednesday night, we should be finishing Week 17 with a winner-take-all game, depending on whether the other guys get the games in by then or not. I might be the last one. I might not. The Buffalo Bills and the Boston Patriots. Winner in the playoffs. Boston not necessarily eliminated if they lose, but Buffalo sure is. This will be from about 27 yards, maybe 28. The kick is up. And it's good, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Trying to put the pressure on the St. Louis Cardinals. The Niners come in losing 5 in a row after being 7-2. All of a sudden they're 7-3. All of a sudden they're 7-8. And on the outside looking in, a collapse. Total and complete. Davis gets the kick away. It's taken by Larsheed, which, funny thing is, that name is spelt different than it really is because they would not, EA Sports would not allow me to write Jack Larsheed's name and write apparently somewhere in the name Larsheed is an offensive word. There's a look at Tom Flores, future Buffalo Bill quarterback and future head coach of the Los Angeles Raiders and the Oakland Raiders. He was the coach during the first move. It'll be interesting to see where the Raiders end up playing next year, as their lease with the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum is up, and there seems to be no interest on either side to renew. Clem Daniels gets the rush. He's going to be hit in the backfield and dropped, and we have an injury timeout as Ray Colchico Daniel Colchico, my apologies, gets the tackle on Daniels in the backfield. Daniel Colchico in his second year out of San Jose State. He's a Bay Area boy. Well, the wild card schedule is being announced. The winner of the Indy, Tennessee, or maybe Pittsburgh if it's a tie, will take on the Houston Texans at 4:35 on Saturday. Then the Seattle Seahawks play the Dallas Cowboys at 8:15 on Saturday. On Sunday, the early game will be the Chargers. And they just took the graphic off, so I'm going to my memory. The early game would be the Chargers at the Ravens. And the late game, let's see, Eagles and Bears. Interesting. So on 3rd and 14 now, Flores back up to line of scrimmage. Flores back to pass. Throws, it's caught by somebody. Number 43, who hit 1,000 yards, so hopefully he's not roster filler. Bob Coolbaugh. Bob Coolbaugh. No, he's not roster filler. That's an actual receiver. Nice catch. And the Raiders are in business. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 49 or 42. Flores hands it off to Clem Daniels. Daniels is hit in the backfield and dropped by number 83. Gordon Kelly. Now, I only went through and made sure the starters were starters. I didn't double check and try and get the roster filler off the field completely. Well, I guess I could have. Daniels on the give. He's going to go out the middle for a gain of 5 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 8. Flores in the shotgun on 3rd and 8. He's back to pass. Gonna throw. Oh, incomplete. Knocked away at the last second. It'll be 4th down and 8. As you can see on the bottom of the screen, the one game that's already been played, the Browns and Steelers. That one, the Browns assured themselves a chance at home field if the Oilers can somehow lose to the New York Titans, but we'll see. This will be a field goal attempt of 66 yards. Not even close. George Fleming has been hurt as a running back, but he's still kicking, and they attempted a 66-yard field goal, maybe 67. And it was short. The 49ers get the ball back. If you're just joining us on the first play of the game, the kick return, Raider running back George Fleming was injured on the play. Here's a look at the playoff picture. The Cardinals currently lead the division. However, if they lose to the Bears and the 49ers are able to knock off the Raiders, the 49ers will go. Brody under center. So you had a guy moving early. They're going to give it to J.D. Smith, but he's going to be hit and dropped in the backfield. These numbers are so hard to see on the Raiders. Number 60. That is Tom Louderback on the tackle. So it'll be 2nd and 12 now. From the 45. Brody hands off to Smith. Smith makes a move. He's over the 50. Makes another move. Gets to the 46. And J.D. Smith goes over 500 yards rushing for the season. Trying to keep the 49ers season alive. Coming out with some moves. Also, if you're just joining, I explained early in the game, as my third profile here is controlling the 49ers. I went through and made sure all the accurate starters from 61 were starting. So they're going to win this thing if they're going to win it on their own merit. There's no roster filler or none of that crap. The roster filler gets on the field, it's because of injuries or 5 receiver sets or something. Brody hands off to Smith. Smith up the middle. He's got the first down. Of course, that also means that future Hall of Famer Jimmy Johnson becomes the nickelback, and Mertens is back at the starting cornerback, because that's the way it was in 61. We have freedom on our own teams to make who we want starters, but we have to keep the players that, so we could, start Jimmy Johnson if we were controlling the 49ers. However, on my bonus games from here on out, I'm going to make sure that the accurate starters are starting. I can only do that with one team, obviously, but maybe through the 17-week course I'll get through myself and Brian Phelps will get to all the teams. Brody, complete to R.C. Owens. Gonna be a first down. Now, last night on my broadcast, nobody could comment, so I see I got one viewer right now. I don't know if you can comment or not. If you can't, I don't know, maybe it's something on my end. I don't know, but I didn't change anything, so I don't know. First down and 10 for Brody and the 49ers. There's the give to Don McElhenney, the former Cowboy. As far as we know, no relation to Hugh McElhenney, the former 49er. Can't find anything saying they are or not, but the 49ers picked him up. The Cowboys released him mid-season, and the 49ers picked him up. Looks like the Tennessee Titans have scored against the Colts, cutting the lead now to 14-6. Who is being acting up, so J.D. Smith to the big hole, and he is going to get a first down and goal and a 9-yard run. And that will end the first quarter with the San Francisco 49ers leading the Oakland Raiders 3-0. Brody back to pass on first and goal. He's going to throw it into the flat to Hackler. Well, there's a roster filler. Can't completely keep them off the field. But it should be a little bit better anyway. J.D. Smith takes the hit, and he's going to lose some yards, bringing up a 3rd and goal from the 7. Brody back to pass. Throws into the end zone and overthrows his man, and that will bring Tommy Davis on to attempt another field goal. This one from 24 yards away. Last was 28. Kilmer on the hold. Davis connects, and it is 7-0 49ers. 6-0. I don't know why I said 7. 6-0 49ers. And here's the kick. It's going to be taken in the end zone by Lamson. And be brought out to the 25. First and 10 for Tom Flores and the Raiders at the 25. Flores is going to give to Clem Daniels, and Clem Daniels is going to be knocked down by Hazeltine after a pickup of 2. 1. Second down and 9 from the 26, almost the 27. Flores back to pass. He's going to throw the middle of the Yankee. Oh, my laptop is being a fun. We got early movement.
Encroachment defense.
On Monty Clark, he's offsides.
Automatic first down.
First down and 10 for the Raiders. Flores fakes the handoff. He is back in the backfield. He throws it out. It's caught by Queen. Queen is all the way down inside the 30. First and 10 at the 28. Flores hands it to Clem Daniels. Welcome to the show, Mr. Phelps. If you're just joining us, the score is 6-0 on the pair. The power of 2 Tommy Davis field goals, 1 from 28, 1 from 24. The Raiders are currently driving. The 49ers have to win. If they lose, they're officially eliminated, but if they win, they keep their chances alive. If the Bears can beat the Cardinals, the 49ers will then win the AFL West. Flores throws over the middle to Larsheed. Jack Larsheed is down to the 13. What I explained to in the video earlier, a couple things, is I went into the 49ers depth chart and I made the official 1961 starters. There is still some roster filler. Obviously, they're on the roster. They have to be, so. Hackler caught a pass earlier. Can't totally eliminate the roster filler, but I figure if we do that, at least we can try and keep the rosters as accurate as possible. They may go in the next game and put whatever, but at least in the bonus games we can do that. Also, that Hastings situation with the Jaguars and New York Titans. Hastings is back on the Titans. And I used that Tom Brown or Mac Brown or whatever his name is trade bait, so he's back to being a free agent. Sorry you went and raided him. But the Jets running back situation is accurate now for the game against the Houston Oilers. 3rd down and 7 for the Raiders. Wish my laptop would keep up with Hulu. It seems to be having a problem. But Andrew Luck going deep. And we got a false start on the Raiders. I don't even know how far behind I am anymore. Jumped alive. Well, I jumped alive and the Titans are celebrating, so something happened. 3rd down and 12. From the 16. Flores back to pass. Throws it caught by Lamson. Lamson, 89. Of course, the page isn't there. Why would it? This freaking laptop, I swear to... Oh. Whenever I'm broadcasting, I can be sitting here with a family doing nothing, the laptop works fine. For some reason, when I go online to broadcast a game, it wants to freeze and do whatever. So on 4th and 6, the Raiders will line up for a field goal. George Fleming, although he's injured as a running back, he's still kicking field goals, and it's good. It's 6-3. Just what I was looking for, too. That Lamson on the Raiders is roster filler. That's what took me so long to find. There's the kickoff. It's a short kickoff taken at the 16 by J.D. Smith. And J.D. Smith is going to get up to the 27. 11 yards on the return. With $1 million backfield gone, the 49ers have done okay this year. However, after jumping out to a 7-3 start, they have lost 5 in a row and have let the St. Louis Cardinals come right back into the division. Brody under center. He's back to pass from the 27. He's going to roll to his right. He's going to throw back across his body and it's picked off. Picked off by Fred Williamson. The hammer is gone. Pick 6 for the Oakland Raiders. The hammer, Fred Williamson, the future Kansas City Chief and Super Bowl I loudmouth, takes the interception the distance. It'll never get him to shut up now. Fleming lines up for the extra point. And the Raiders have taken a 10-6 lead on the San Francisco 49ers. And there's a look at the Bears and Cardinals game. I have no idea. You know, earlier he did it and it worked for completion to Aaron Thomas. He rolled right and threw all the way back, cross his body left. But this time he got blew up on it. And Fleming will kick off now. Taken by Abe Woodson at the 13. Woodson was one of the substitutions that I made, as he was one of the original kick returners in '61. And they had somebody else in there. John Brody has started out 4 of 7, 55 yards, and the interception to Williamson. Of anybody in general you could throw an interception to, you've got to throw it to him.
Now let's go! Blue 90!
Brody back to back to pass. He's going to roll around and do a circle and throw it deep and overthrows him. Why don't these quarterbacks set their feet? And what is with this animation of rolling around in a circle? Even Blaine Gabbert's not doing that down for the Titans. Under center. Brody hands it off to Don McElhenney. McElhenney charging through. He's going to pick up 9 yards on the carry. 3rd down and 2 now. Well, this is the last year, 61, of several teams that are in inaccurate uniforms. The Raiders, the Bills, and I believe the 49ers all by 62 switched to uniforms that we can use. And it'll also be, whether it's this week or coming in the playoffs, the last we'll see of the mustard and brown uniforms of the Denver Broncos. So what you're seeing now from the Raiders and 49ers would be realistic in 62, but not in 61. The Raiders should be wearing black helmets with a yellow stripe, and the 49ers should have no gold on them whatsoever, because why would the 49ers, the Gold Rush, wear gold? They should be wearing gray helmets. Pass complete rate down to roster filler, Ray Purdon. You know, like I said, even going in and fixing the lineups, 5 receiver sets are still going to bring in roster filler when they only carry 4 receivers. Brody fakes the handoff. He's going to roll to his right. He's going to throw it complete to Cooper. And we have hit the 2-minute warning. 34, Cooper. Come on, laptop, do something. Oh, we're all out of order again. Bill Cooper, rookie out of Muskegon. He was also drafted by the Broncos, but went to San Francisco instead. Brody back to pass. And it's going to be incomplete. Overthrows J.D. Smith to the sideline. Meanwhile, the Titans are driving on the Colts. Colts leading 14-7. It is a win and you're in situation. However, if they tie, the Steelers get in. Brody back to pass. Throws over the middle. It's caught by Monty Stickles and a first down to the 13-yard line. Well, actually, it looks like the Colts have the ball now. Yep. First down and 10 at the 13. Brody, 7 of 12 passing for the day so far. Drops back to pass, immediately going to his left. And he gets taken down by number 55, Morris. Riley Morris, the second-year player out of Florida A&M. Brody rolled right into him. Five receiver set, 4 receiver set for the 49ers, and they're going to move early, and it'll be a third situation of 2nd now and 21.
False start, offense.
Delay handoff to Smith. Smith is going to pick up 4, and it'll be 3rd down and 17. The 49ers, as has been the situation, they'll drive down into the red zone and then stall. Brody's back to pass again. This time he's going to roll to his right. And he's going to take a throw on the run. It is caught, but he was over the line of scrimmage. It's going to be an illegal forward pass. The pass is complete to number 80, Jerry Merton. No, it can't be. It couldn't have been 80. 30. Pass was complete to number 30, Bernie Casey. That's better. Instead, they'll go for a field goal of 47 yards. The kick is long enough, and it's good, and it cuts the Raider lead to 10-9. So looking at the playoff situation in real 2018, back in August, I predicted the New Orleans Saints to defeat the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl. And although officially... Oh, there's a fumble on return, and Larshey gets it off the bounce. And he is going to be creamed at the 22-yard line. As I was saying, although... Oh! He just flipped his own man up. Huh. Oh, teamwork there. Okay. So back in August, I predicted the New Orleans Saints would defeat the New England Patriots. When did the Raiders get 10 points? The pick 6. They had 3 right around the time he joined us, and then Fred Williamson took the pick 6 as if he was making some kind of B-movie and took it right in the end zone. The hammer. Hammered it down the 49ers' throats. Okay, back to my playoff predictions. Back in August, I said the New Orleans Saints would beat the New England Patriots, partly because the only 2 quarterbacks who are still older than me in the NFL are Drew Brees and Tom Brady. I kind of want to see them both go out and retire. I don't think Brady will retire, but I would like to see it. Just because I'm done. I'm tired of the Patriots. And I'd like to see Drew Brees be able to go out a winner. They're reviewing this pass. This pass isn't even worth reviewing. Clem Daniels looks like he makes a reception to me for a loss of yards. Anyway. Going into the playoffs, however, there's no way I'm rooting for the Patriots. I'm looking at the AFC side of things. You got the Chiefs and New England, Houston, Baltimore as your division champions. Your wild cards are the LA Chargers and the winner of this Colts-Titans game. Or, like I said, if it becomes a tie, it'd be the Steelers. Larshey takes the run and runs right into Leo Namaleni for the tackle. And a timeout, 4th and 11. So, on the AFC side, I have decided to temporarily forgive the Indianapolis Colts franchise for moving away from Baltimore. Because of Frank Reich. Because Frank Reich is their coach. So as long as Frank Reich is their coach, I'm not becoming a Colts fan again. That's never going to happen. They'd have to move back to Baltimore, and since there's a franchise in place, that ain't happening. But I'm going to root for the Colts to get to the Super Bowl against the Saints. So, in individual games, I'm not sure who I'll be picking, but so down by a point with 23 seconds left, the 49ers come back out on the field. They are 61 yards away with 2 timeouts, but they really don't need to worry about scoring a touchdown this time, just get in range for a field goal. Brody back to pass. Throws it over the middle. It's caught by R.C. Owens. A first down and timeout down to the 43-yard line. We need to pick up probably another 15 yards or so for the field goal. It'll be 1st and 10. Brody in the shotgun. He's back to pass. Throws it's complete to Monty Stickles. And they're going to use their final timeout. They're at the 40-yard line. With 13 seconds to go. Maybe it's the alley-oop. Brody back to pass. He's complete to Stickles, who breaks the tackle. And the amount of time it takes him to carry another runner, the clock is going to run out on the 49ers. 2-1. They're not even going to attempt to line up. We have reached the half with the Oakland Raiders leading the San Francisco 49ers 10-9 on the strength of a pick six by Fred Williamson. Red Hickey consoling John Brody for his mistakes. The 49ers are dominating this game in everything but the touchdown. The one touchdown coming from a pick six. There's Charlie Kruger taking down Tom Flores early in the game. That was the pick six we're looking at from R.C. Owens' perspective, but there goes Fred Williamson right down the field. Of course, running his mouth when he gets there. Brody attempts to run, but he runs bam right into the Raider defender. Again, another look at it. So here we are with the Raiders leading 10-9. They're going to kick off. Smith from the 11. No blocking whatsoever, and he barely gets to 25. Scores down along the bottom. The semi-pro teams going head-to-head. The Browns are leading the Pittsburgh Steelers. We must be in the 4 o'clock range. Tampa Bay and New Orleans are tied at 14. Yeah, these games mean something, so they're in the 4 o'clock window. Brody hands off to Smith. Smith breaks the tackle. He's going to get over for the first down. 12-yard pickup to the 37. Wow. Vinatieri, they just showed a highlight of his field goal. A 53-yard attempt. And not only did he make it, but the man is wearing a beard, and he looks like Father Time. Kind of looks like George Carlin. Okay, so 1st and 10 for the 49ers off the run by Smith. Fakes the handoff this time. He's got time, throws it over the middle. Caught by R.C. Owens, stumbling down for the first down to the 46-yard line. R.C. Owens. 48 yards receiving so far today. It'll be 1st and 10 again at the 46. Brody hands it off to McElhenney. Don McElhenney is going to be taken down. An update on Hugh McElhenney from the Vikings simulation the other night. He will be out for the rest of the season, so you will not see him in tonight's game. Other bonus game, the Vikings versus the Redskins. Brody hands off to Don McElhenney, and McElhenney is going to get 7 yards and a first down. Third down and inches. They did not give him the first down. Hey, look. Bills and Boston Patriots coming to your way Wednesday. McElhenney gets the first down. Tomorrow night there will not be a broadcast as it is New Year's Eve. They'll be spending time with the family. Tuesday night, the first broadcast of 2019 will be the Baltimore Colts and the Philadelphia Eagles. Big game in potential NFC playoff picture. And then Wednesday night, I don't know if I'll be the last game of the series of the week, but the main event on my channel, the win and get in Buffalo Bills and Boston Patriots. 1st and 10, Brody back to pass. Throws it to Wilson. Bill Wilson catches the pass, and he's taken down the 24-yard line and a pickup of 9 yards. Brody, 12 of 17, 149 yards so far on the day. Let's take a look at John Brody, shall we? In his 5th year out of Stanford, John Brody was born on August 14th, 1935. He's still alive today at age 83. 2nd down and 1 for Brody. Brody will play with the 49ers through the 73 season. Brody back to pass. Throws it complete to roster filler for the first down. First down at the 5. Hand off to Smith straight up the middle. Oh, and he runs smack into Raider linebacker and is tackled at the 2-yard line. Upon retirement from the NFL, Brody will have a second career on the Senior PGA Tour and also be a broadcaster for both the NFL and the PGA. John Brody has been married to the same woman since 1957. They have 5 children, 10 grandchildren.
False start. Offense.
And he had one daughter who was married to former NFL quarterback Chris Chandler, who made a Super Bowl start in 1998. Hand off to Don McElhenney, and once again they get down in the red zone and stall. Third down and goal now from 6. Brody back to pass. Rolling to his right. Throws on the run to McElhenney, and McElhenney can't stay in bounds. And on 4th down, the 49ers will bring on Tommy Davis for a 4th field goal attempt. If Davis would have stopped, or if Brody could have let him inside a little bit, that would have been a touchdown. This will be a 20-yard field goal attempt, the shortest so far of his 4. And the 49ers are back out in front 12-10. A playoff spot potentially on the line, depending on what the Bears do. The Bears against the Cardinals really have a meaningless game. They are locked in. Oh no, that's not meaningless. What am I saying? The Bears need to win to clinch the NFC North Division. I was thinking of the real life Bears had a meaningless game today. No, I guess they didn't either, because they could have won a bye had the Rams lost. Never mind, I don't know what I'm talking about. The Bears beat the Cardinals to win the NFC North. And should the Giants lose to the Cowboys, the Bears could walk away. No, Bears have 3 losses already, so the Giants have already clinched home field advantage. Never mind. The Giants really have a meaningless game against the Cowboys. Tom Flores back to pass. Throws it out to Clem Daniels. Daniels picks up 6. And it'll be 2nd down and 4. Dave Baker made the tackle. Second down and 4 for Flores on the 31. The future Bills quarterback hands off to Clem Daniels. Daniels picks up 4. It'll be 3rd down and 1. Or 3. I forget what it was. Flores hands it off to Daniels. Daniels cannot get the first down as he is tackled in the backfield by Don Colchico. And it'll be 4th and 1 for the Raiders. Wayne Crow gets the punt off. No blocking, fair catch called for by Abe Woodson. And that is where the 49ers will take over. First and 10 from the 22. Brody hands it out. Nope, fake. All out blitz, and Brody is going to get away from the sack. He's going to take off running. And John Brody is going to pick up 3 yards when he should have been sacked for about a loss of 10. This is not the Raider defense of the late 60s and 70s, that's for sure. 2nd down and 7 now. Brody in the shotgun. He's back to pass. Throws it complete to R.C. Owens. Owens breaks the tackle, and Owens has the first down over the 40. Up to the 41, a 16-yard pickup. The Raiders have forgotten how to tackle. They're tackling like it's 2018.
All right, here we go.
Brody fakes the handoff. Throws it over the middle to Aaron Thomas, and Thomas gets to the 50. Pickup of 6 yards. 9 yards, sorry. 2nd and 1. Looks like the Tennessee Titans have kicked a field goal, and at half, the Colts lead the Titans 17-10 in what is realistically the first playoff game of 2017. Brody overthrows everybody, and it'll be incomplete. And 3rd down and 1. Interesting place to start stalling. They're not in the red zone yet.
All right, here we go.
Brody in the pistol formation with all his friends. He's back to pass. Throws over the middle to Monty Stickles, and Stickles drops it. So on 4th down, Tommy Davis is in the punt. Standing on his own 36. He gets away, and Engler is going to go out of bounds at the 13-yard line, and holding on to a 2-point lead, the Raiders, or the 49ers, will come out to try and protect it. Clem Daniel so far. George Fleming going down on the first play. Daniel says 8 rushes for 11 yards. It'll be 1st down and 10 at the 13 for the Raiders. Flores back to pass. Scrambling to his left. He's going to throw across the spot. He almost intercepted twice. 2 different 49ers dropped it. First Hazeltine, and then I couldn't tell who the second one was. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Abe Woodson was the second man. Second down and 10 at the 13. Under a minute to go in the 3rd. Flores hands it off to Daniels. Daniels busted out to the right. He's got the first down and then some. Charlie Kruger comes up from behind and gets the tackle. The Dallas Texans finished the season at 8-8, defeating the Los Angeles Rams 24-14. First and 10 from the 25. The clock is ticking on the 3rd quarter. Nice block pickup, but he overthrows the pass. And Flores is now 9 of 12. Atlanta loses to drop to 7 and 9. They still lead the NFC South though, as the Buccaneers and Saints are currently playing to a tie. Saints trying to get to 7 and 9.
False start. Offense.
Buccaneers lead 21-14. Flores throws it, intercepted by Abe Woodson. This time he holds on. And the 49ers are already starting out where they will attempt to stall and kick a field goal. Abe Woodson on the interception. Flores threw it right to him. Erdeletz can't believe what he's seeing. There's a look at Don McElhenney. 6 rushes, 30 yards, and of course the catch where he ran out of bounds on the 4. 49ers in the I formation.
Green 39. Green 39.
Brody hands it off to J.D. Smith. Smith inside the 20, down to the 19, a 4-yard pickup. He's at 51 yards for the game. I'll be right back. Hopefully I don't miss anything.
Here we go. 319. 319.
Brody back to pass. He's going to roll to his right and take off running. Brody's going to run over a man and get the first down. Harris is victim. Nope, 33 was his victim. That'd be roster filler. Good, run over the roster filler. First and 10 at the 13. Brody hands it off to J.D. Smith right at the middle. Sidesteps a guy, gets 6 yards, and it'll be down to the 7. Second down to 5. Brody hand it off to J.D. Smith. Smith picks up 3. It'll be third down and 1. As he gives to Don McElhenney, and he high steps it into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. First touchdown of the game. They give that McElhenney's 30th career touchdown. Not sure how many he had with Dallas in 1960. The 49ers are now out to an 18-10 lead on this must-win game to keep their playoff hopes alive. But Tommy Davis will go for the extra point. So with 5:46 to go in the game, the 49ers lead 19-10 for hopefully a playoff spot. Jack Larsheet on the return. He's over to 30-31. If the 49ers win, they got to sit back and watch the clock, watch the scoreboard as the Bears and St. Louis Cardinals will be in action at some point this week. If the Bears can hold on to win, they'll be fighting for a first round bye of their own right. The 49ers will go to the playoffs. However, if the Cardinals win, the Cardinals go. Flores back to pass. Scrolls out, scramble incomplete, almost intercepted. They're third in the NFL in passing offense? Well, that's the Raiders for you. Go deep. Bombs away. Flores back to pass. He is going to be ripped down by Charlie Kruger, but it looks like we're going to call a personal foul on Kruger.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense. Automatic first down.
The Philadelphia Eagles are going to get to defend their Super Bowl championship in the playoffs by looks of it. Flores fakes the handoff. Throws it over the middle. Lamson, the roster filler, is wide open. Let's try and look at the draftees for the Raiders. Since they're seem to be using them quite a bit. Chuck Lamson, 16th round draft pick. $124th overall out of Wyoming. 1st and 10 for the Raiders.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Flores gives to Daniels. Daniels going to be met in the backfield and dropped. And it'll be second down and 11. Leo Namaleni on the tackle.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Flores back to pass over the middle, caught by Birch. Jerry Birch, the rookie out of Georgia Tech, on the reception. Dave Baker on the coverage. Third down and 5.
Green 39.
Flores gives to Jack Larshield. And Jack Larshield, who stands only, hold on, let me get these numbers. 5'6", barely see over the line, gets tackled in the backfield, 4th and 2. Here for a 30-yard attempt is George Fleming, the injured running back. Still got the kicking leg though, and it's good. 19-13, 49ers lead with 3:43 to go in the 4th. Fleming will kick it off. In the end zone is Abe Woodson. He takes a knee, and John Brody will come out for what could be a huge drive. Run out the clock, possibly get this 8th win of the year, and sit back and wait to find out if they're in or not. Do we know when the Bears-Cardinals game is going to be? First down and 10 for Brody. J.D. Smith is going to pick up about 5 yards on the carry. He's up to 64 for the day. J.D. Smith spins his way for 4 yards. It'll be third down and 1.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Smith is going to get the first down and keep the drive alive. We are at the 2-minute warning with the 49ers leading the Raiders 19-13. First and 10 as Brody comes to the line of scrimmage. Raiders still have all 3 timeouts. There's the handoff to Don McElhenney, and he is going to be hit and dropped in the backfield, and the Raiders will call their first timeout. Morris on the tackle. Marty Feldman, the head coach of the Raiders, offering encouragement.
Let's go. Green 39.
Brody gives it to Smith. Smith is going to pick up 7 yards And it looks like JD Smith is up. Somebody's hurt, not sure where. Oh, it's a Raider. They lost the timeout, but not sure who. 3rd down and 6. JD Smith goes over 600 yards for the season.
Here we go now.
Smith shakes and boot. So if the Bears win, Eagles Cowboys goes to San Francisco. Yes. The 49ers would become the 4th seed and, well, no, the 5th seed. So the Packers would go to San Francisco. The 49ers would be the 3rd seed, so you're right. The Packers will go to Atlanta. The Eagles Cowboy winner goes to San Francisco. If the Cards win, then you go to Arizona, and Green Bay gets the bye. Chicago goes to Atlanta. Yep. Well, the Raiders have the ball with 1:44 to go. Now, if the Raiders come back and win this, that makes the Cardinals game, for them anyway, meaningless, and only meaningful for the Bears. They're down by 6 and they're 70 yards away. Tom Flores back to pass. He immediately rolls to his right. He is going to be sacked. Sacked by Bob Harrison. 2nd down and 15. The Raiders taking forever to get back into position. Flores back to pass. Throws it incomplete and it'll be 3rd down. Do we know when the Bears-Cardinals game is going to be? And Brian, is the Redskins-Vikings game still tonight? Flores throws it down the middle of Hardy. And a 1st down to the 45-yard line. Flores back to pass. 1st and 10 at the 45. He is backpedaling. He is going to throw across his body, and it's caught to Jack Larsheed. And the 5'6" Larsheed gets up 4 yards, and the clock is ticking. All right, cool. That means the other bonus game will be within the next hour on the Brian Phelps channel. Flores scrambles, gets away from one. He's got the 1st down, and he is going to slide down to the 29 with 45 seconds to go. No timeouts. The Raiders have got to scramble to get back. Oh, and they're going to have a false start penalty. That should be a 10-second runoff. Should take us down to...
False start, offense.
Guess they don't do that on Madden. Now 1st and 15 for Tom Flores and the Raiders. The clock should be running. Overthrows his man. So there's a couple of things that the EA Sports gets wrong. Offensive penalty on a running clock should have a 10-second runoff, and the clock should begin when they're ready. The Raiders couldn't take a timeout to stop that. But they did not do it. 2nd and 15 now. 22 seconds to go. Down by 6. 34 yards away. Flores back to pass. The pressure's on. He's going to be hit and dropped. As McManus comes in and makes the sack. 3rd down and 21. We're down to 10 seconds. The Raiders still struggling to get back. They were all the way into the end zone. 7, 6, 5. And he's going to actually look like he downed it behind him, which would technically be a fumble. But that's an animation issue. So, 4th and 21 with 3 seconds to go. It's going to come down to one play. Flores got 3 receivers to the right. He's back to pass. Throws to the end zone. It's going to be short and intercepted by Worrell. And after a little juke, Worrell's going to take off. And the Raiders have blown the game. The 49ers win 19-13. And they get to 8-8. And now they have to sit back and watch the Bears and Cardinals game. So 49ers break their 5-game losing streak. A streak of 4 Tommy Davis field goals plus a touchdown run by Don McElhenney. And the 49ers win 19-13. There's the Fred Williamson interception. Oh, that was not that interception. There's the... No, that's not it either. McElhenney's touchdown run. There's the Williamson interception return. Well, thanks for joining us here on Sack to the Future, the VinnyXWolf channel. This is my last broadcast of 2018. I hope you've enjoyed it. I will see you January 1st for the next Week 17 game. Until then, Happy New Year. And I'm Vinny Vincent, and you're not.